Good morning. My name is Dean Jones. I'm up here in Frederick, Colorado at Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Today I'm here to show you a nice little trade we got. It's a 2022 Verona 40 VBH, meaning Verona bunkhouse. It's a nice little Super C. It's got 8,300 miles. The stock number on this coach is 5U230432. And we'll just get right into it. There's a lot to show you on this coach, so I'm just going to start right here. This is the Freightliner M2 106 chassis. It's got an 8.9 liter Cummins in it and an Allison 6-speed transmission. I'll show you that in a little bit. It is equipped with 2 saddle tanks, and it'll get you 100 gallons of fuel in here, so you fill up and you got a long way to go. You do have these nice little steps with grippy plates on them to get up in that coach. Real easy inside to get up in there. You do have handles on both sides for easy, in and out. This coach, the color on this exterior is called Heat Wave for reference. The inside, I believe, is Gemstone. But we'll just go ahead and start showing you some of the storage. Underneath this 13-foot Girard awning, we've got a nice little bay here. It's all carpeted. Real deep. With Super Cs, you do have a drive shaft that comes from the motor to the back axle, so it's not a true pass-through, but they do a good job of keeping these nice and deep, clean, real easy, big doors. And if you notice, it's a dual latch system. So if you get a look at these little catches here, it just makes for a lot easier close, keeps everything in alignment real nice. This one's been opted with the outside entertainment system. Got a nice little Samsung Smart TV. Nice little sound bar. You got your remotes here for the sound bar and the TV. You also have a little USB if you want to plug something in out here to charge it while you're streaming in there or Bluetoothing into your system there. You've got another storage bay here. This is kind of nice too because you do have a little pass through here. If you wanted to get to your outlet, maybe run a cord under here, keep this shut. You can plug something in there. Have a margarita machine or something out here on a table, run it through this little guy and you're good. Notice that your cargos are lit and there's a master switch inside for that, but we have it on so we can demonstrate the lights. So if you're getting stuff out of here at night, you got plenty of visibility. Nice big doors, easy to shut. There's another cargo bay. So we've got 3 really big bays on this side, and that's where you're going to be accessing it under this awning if it was to be raining or something. These are just little slide locks. If you're going to be on some bumpy roads, not a bad idea to put those in your slides when the slides are shut so they don't rattle or misalign. But generally speaking, we don't see those in use a whole lot, but they're there if you need them. Again, nice little light here, nice carpet. Bridgestone tires all the way around. These are 335s. Got another deep one here, and this one is kind of pass through. It's real deep, not quite pass through, but you can see you can put some longer items back there, and it's lit as well. And this is behind the axle, so you don't have any drive shafts or anything getting in your way there. Right here's another little storage. Coming back to the back cap, a couple things I'll point out real quick. You do have your rear camera up here. We also have a 20,000-pound hitch with a flipping receiver ball there. You'll also notice that this has been equipped with the air system for like an Air Force One braking system for a tow car. You also have the ability to put a Voyager camera in there. Now what that does is if you have a big boxy trailer like a stacker or a race car trailer, you can actually put a camera on the back, plug it into this Voyager system, put another monitor in the dash. I'll show you where that goes in a minute. And you can always keep an eye on what's going on behind your trailer. Another thing, you heard the generator run. This is just the exhaust for the generator. We have the AC in there. It's a nice warm day, so we're gonna keep it nice and cool in there. But this is a fiberglass cap, real strong. It's gonna take any kind of road weather or rocks or anything like that might hit it. But what's nice about Renegade is they split this into 2 pieces. You see that 1-piece cap, and we like to see that too, but if you were to ever bump into this bumper, you could always just take this piece off and replace it. And we like to see, I think that's a really good idea. Everything is LED back here, so good visibility for the people behind you. But over here you do have, this has been equipped with a short core power reel. Let me show you how this works. You do have a transfer switch back here. You do have another outlet if you need it. But this is your, oh, it's kind of stuck in there, but this is how you would plug in the coach. You'd run it through there, run it to your power stick, and then you have a button here that just pulls it right back up. Really good system. If you've ever wrestled one of these big cords in the winter when it's really cold or they're kind of iced up, they can be kind of a pain. So this power rail is probably one of the best features you could have on a coach, I feel like. Here's your Onan quiet diesel 8K generator. It is running, it's real quiet. This one has just over 74 whole hours on it. This coach has been lightly used. Again, it's got 8,300 miles. Apparently it was plugged in a lot at campgrounds. It wasn't an off-grid or boondocking type of rig up in its early life, because this barely has any hours on it. We probably ran more of those here than they did out there, so the previous owner. We did sell this originally. This is your wet bay. A couple things I like about the way Renegade does wet bay, and they're pretty standard. You do have your water filtration. Keep in mind that's not just for drinking water, that's to protect the whole water system from calcification. You do have a spigot here, low point drains, black and gray dumps, black tank wash. Make sure your black tank's open before you use that. You have a cable input, nice place for a sewer hose, and your tank fill or city water. So if you're gonna just plug into someone's water system and use the city water, you're gonna have it up here. If you're gonna fill up the tank, you're gonna have it there. You do have it, this is another option on it. This is how you would hook up to water. It's on a reel, you pull it out, plug it in, screw it on, and if you wanna bring it back in, you just hit that button and it just winds up like that cord back there. You do have a little sprayer hose here. But one thing I like about it, they actually etch all these letters into the metal. So it's not like a label or something that's painted on that's gonna wear off over time. You will always know what these items are gonna be for. So really well thought out wet bay. Now this guy here, just a water tank. You do have, this is where you'd hook up your sewer hose for your gray and black tanks. This is one of your black or gray tanks, and you got one over here as well. But you have a little screw off deal here that you unscrew and run your hose out so you can keep your door shut. Another well thought out deal. And this is the other tank. Now this little fabric here, we just kind of learned that you can, oh, let me show you. You can actually, if you needed to get to one of these sensors here, you can actually pull this off and access those. So it's just a nice little finished product. It's on Velcro, real nice, easy access to stuff. Here's your AquaHot 250D. This is going to power the heat in the coach, and it's going to also give you unlimited hot water. So that runs off a diesel burner or an electric burner. Just a hydronic system, and you do see there's some glycol stuff. This is where you would replace it if it got low. This is plenty healthy, so you wouldn't have to do that for a while. But again, nice carpeted. It's even got a little rubber mat down here. It's a real clean bit. Renegade just does a great clean job of doing stuff, as you can see right there. A little more storage there. And this is your battery bank. Now this one's been opted with lithium. It's got 3 lithium batteries in there. That's right here. Got your lithium meter right there. Then you have your coach batteries right there. So that's an upgrade. It's also, this one you can't see on the roof, but it's got 3 175 watt solar panels up there with a monitor inside. Now this is the driver's side. This is the other side of the 100-gallon fuel tank. You fill them. They will pass through. You can fill it up from one side. It takes a while. It's a little easier from both sides. We do have a DEF tank on this guy, and this is where you put your DEF fluid in there. We also are equipped with a nice little block heater. If you're going to run this or start it in cold mornings, you can always plug that in and keep that block warm. And while I'm here on this level, I'll show you a couple things about the cab that you might need to know. We have a little switch right here, and it's really kind of hard to see. But that's your air ride seat. And you can let it out, pump it up, that's where it's at. It used to be all right here, but it's a real simple switch right there. We also have a chassis shutoff right there. You can get a look at that. Really easy. If you're storing it, you want to get in it, you don't have to run all the way to the back corner and turn a bunch of breakers on. You just have to come in here, turn that on, and you're ready to go. We also have kind of an odd spot for ignition on the left side. And this one has been equipped with not only with the airline, but it also has a trailer braking system in it that's been added. So that's a nice little feature you don't have to worry about. Coming up to the motor side, this is that Cummins 8.9 liter. One of the best parts of a Super C is you can actually get in here, look at your reservoirs. If you needed to jump it, you can always post up right here. Got a couple jumper cable posts there, the positive and the negative if you needed to jump someone or needed to get jumped. But you also can jump this off the coach lithium. So I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Nothing to point out about Freightliner. They actually put breakaway bumpers on these guys. They're kind of a three-piece bumper, and you might wonder why is that. The reason for that is if you were to get into some kind of small collision or maybe hit a deer on the road or something to that effect, this is going to break off on these little tabs here, and this isn't going to go into your tire. The idea for that is we don't want to disable the coach in a small collision. So this would break off. You can put it in one of your storage bays and get in to get serviced or get it looked at and still be able to go down the road. You do have the on-guard system, and that's going to be collision mitigation, adaptive cruise, lane assist. That's this right here. This is equipped with it. It's been opted. You also have nice fog lamps. Let's go in and see what the inside's like. You have a nice two steps. We do have a nice little screen door to keep the bugs out. And if you want to keep privacy, you also have this guy right here. Shut down anyone looking in your coach. That seems like it's pretty high, but you're going to have a coach next to you, so it's good to have that. So nice little three-step entry. And you do have a little place to put, I don't know, dog leashes, slippers, that kind of thing in there. And I guess I left it closed, so you can, this is one of the best parts about the Verona here. I've got plenty of travel room. It's got more room than some trailers do when it's closed. So nice big kitchen. Come through here, you've got full access to the bathroom. The door does a full swing. You actually got access to the bunks. You've got nice access to the refrigerator. If you're going down the road, you want to just grab something out of there for the pilot or co-pilot, you could just go ahead and reach in there. You can even get to your pantry real nice. But I'm going to open these up, and while I do, I'm going to go over some specs here. Put those down. So this is the length on this coach is 40 feet 2 inches. The width is 7 foot 9 inches, and the height is 12 foot 10 inches. So just under 13. And your interior height in this coach is 7 foot. I'm 6'1", I got plenty of headroom here. Feel like I'm in a house. Nice big 3 foot deep slide. It's all powered here from this touchscreen, which in fact you can download a Vega Touch app and run all this from your phone. I kind of keep my phone away from me on videos because I don't want it ringing, but you could definitely run the awnings, the slides, that kind of thing. This is the rear kind of bunk slide we're opening up now. So the dry weight on this coach is 26,640 pounds. You got a GVWR of 34,300 pounds and a payload of 7,660 pounds. So that's some good facts to know about this guy. And we're going to go ahead and start up here. I'm going to start up in the chassis dash and kind of go over some of this. Again, we have this beautiful, nice little air ride seat, real comfortable. Pretty standard dash. We've got, I showed you where the ignition is. Standard clusters here. As you see, we do have 8,308 miles, so it's a real lightly used coach. This is your Allison transmission. Let me turn this on. This is a pretty cool, and as I do this, you're going to hear this engage, and that's going to be a left and right sensor, and it's going to hit this. And this is what would warn you if you were bearing to the right or bearing to the left. You're going to hear it in just a second here. Maybe. There it is. So that's this system, that's your lane assist. And this is your transmission right here. One good thing about this guy is you can actually do some diagnostics on this guy. A lot of people don't know. We have oil life. We've just kind of went through this coach, so we still have 97% oil life. Filter's okay. Trans health okay. You do have some diagnostic features on this panel, which a lot of people don't know. So that's kind of nice. Here's that fog light switch. You can lock the differential. You have some spot lamps. This is basically your windows. Mirror heat, lock, unlock the coach. Regen for the def tank, engine brake, high and low. This is your TPMS system. You can actually dump the air system on this guy right there, and that's nice if you're going to level. We have lane alert, and so if you're on a kind of a windy road and you just keep hearing this buzzing going on, and you kind of, you're very aware and you know where you're at, but you're sick of hearing that, you can just turn that thing off right there, and that'll turn off this lane assist. This is a cigarette lighter, which we haven't seen in a million years, but if you need one, there's one there. There's some power outlets and a USB right there. This is pretty standard, your AC, your fan speed, your location of your air, your hot and cold. And you got a little ashtray. That's basically the dash on this guy. Pretty easy to use. We also go over this whole coach with you if you decide to buy it. Now that Voyager, that camera system I was telling you about in the back, a lot of people pop this panel off and put a nice little monitor here for that system. So that's kind of nice. But you do have side cameras on this guy. As you see right here, when my right turn signal on, it's going to go down the right side of the coach. You do see the slide and the awning out. And if you go left, you get that left side. And again, we have slides out, so it's not the greatest view, but that's kind of what that looks like. And if you were to put in reverse, you would see what was behind you as well. This is the air brake. Forgot to touch on that. This is basically what puts there's not really a park feature like you would in your civilian car. So you just put it in neutral whenever you get to where you're going and pull this out. And here, I'll show you. That's off, that's on. So that's kind of how you park the thing and keep it from moving. So we'll kind of, these heats are seated. I mean, these seats are heated. We do have an overhead bunk. This has been opted with it. It's kind of nice when it's all put away because you can get inside and outside the chassis cab real easy. But basically all you do is pull this back. You put your ladder on it. And you just put your cushion over there. And you've got a little curtain there for privacy. Got a nice little TV up there. And then you've got a place to sleep. You also have a nice little, oh, that one. That's a little shade. It's just, for some reason, not got a fuse or something on that deal. Ceiling lights, if you want to turn those off. Accent lights, you can turn those off as well. Really nice accent lighting if you're reading at night up here. Great little sleeper. And you can also pin these down so it's not moving. Coming around here, we do have a nice Samsung Smart TV right here with the sound bar, and it does come off. And it kind of gives you angles if you're in the dinette, if you're in the sofa. And we do have a lot of these little multiplexes throughout the coach. And what this is going to do, this is going to turn on and off the lights. But you also have a dimming feature on these guys, which is really nice. If you don't want all that bright LED light coming down on you, you can actually just dim it down a little bit. Down here, I'll show you a couple things here. This is actually the leveling, the equalizer system. One-touch auto level. Good thing to maybe dump that switch on the dash, get it a little bit lower so these jacks aren't extending so high. But you do have a nice little fire extinguisher. Hopefully you don't need that. A battery disconnect. This guy here is an entry step override. Now, why would you need that? Well, when you have this out and you're at your campground, you're not moving your coach, you don't want those motors in and out working overtime every time you open the door. So you hit that, it keeps the stairs out like they are now, and then you're just kind of preserving the motor and the moving parts in there. So that's good there. We got a nice little handle. We'll start over here on this side. We do have a nice little sleeper couch here. Show you how this looks. This coach actually will sleep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 10 people, depending on the size of those people and if you double up or not. But this couch here, got a little strap. Where's that strap at? You just open this up, put its legs down, pull it straight out. Notice you do have 3 seat belts in this guy, just on this couch. Those are important for the small family. And you got a nice little kind of a full to queen size bed there. No bars in your back, it's nice foam. No air bladders to fill up and nothing to plug in. It's just a really simple fold and tumble couch. Locks in there, and there you go, you have a couch again. This coach is equipped with MCD roller shades, and it's going to be on all the windows. There's your day shade. There's your night shade. Really nice balances too. I think they've done a really good job. The color of these cabinets, let me see here. You'll have to call me on that. I have that in my, I think it's I can't remember. It's anyways, really nice cabinets though. You'll notice with Renegade, you got these big, nice hinges. You also have catches. Now, a lot of these type of things will kind of keep them closed, but it also, those catches keep it from rattling going down the road. So that's gonna save you some sanity going down the road. You got these really nice banks of cabinets to kind of keep open for you while you're loading them, but you also, as you can see, there's no dividers. So you can put long items like your privacy curtain or something, that's for the windshield. So you've also got another little multiplex here, and that's going to kind of be central to this area, right? So you've got ceiling, dinette, the slide overhead lights right here, and the sofa sconce, which is that guy. When we get to our dinette, it is a diner dinette. It does make a bed. And all you do on that guy is unlock it right there, push it down, it sits on these cleats. Then you've also got, and then you just fill it in with cushions. Now you've also got nice storage under there. And you've also got another bank of non-divided cabinets up here. Again, longer items. Moving over to the kitchen, you got this really nice solid surface countertop. All that counter space. It's really that comes in short supply in coaches, so we like to see the bigger countertops. We do have a nice under-mounted sink. This would be for that 6,000 gallon water filtration system I showed you in the wet bay. But nice residential faucet with a sprayer. And we have storage above. Nice little corner cabinet there. All that storage over your sink, your place to put dishes and what have you. Another thing I like about this floor plan, you have a nice little window here. You can kind of, while you're cooking, you can see what's going on in your campsite. We do have an outlet here and a really nice high point convection microwave. Doesn't look like that one's ever been used. Up here is your kind of audio-visual cabinet for that TV. You also have places to plug in. You got some USBs if you wanted to add a gaming system or a satellite receiver, that kind of thing. And then we also have an induction, true induction, 2-burner stove right there, kind of out of the way. Nice tile backsplash on this guy, little glass it looks like. While we're here, this is that multiplex that we kind of run the coach from. I have it on the slide features as I just opened the slides. Just going through it real quick. This is kind of your home screen, kind of see where your tanks are at. This is a light master on off. hit one button, you got light throughout the whole coach. This is your climate, what's going on in the coach. Nice little gen start, stop. AGS is where if you want to program your generator to start when your batteries are low or your temperature is high in here. Say you're going hiking, you have animals in here and you want it to maintain 70 degrees, you can always set that generator to kick on and off to maintain that climate. So it's kind of a nice feature. This is more of a centralized lighting screen where you can just put independent lights on, or you have another master. This kind of monitors your electrical system. Here's your climate control. You got heat pumps in this. You got two 15,000 BTU ACs on this coach. It also has a heating unit in both of them. So if it's kind of chilly in here, but you don't want to start up your aqua hot, you can always just pump those on, and they'll heat the coach pretty nicely. This is your these are all your fans. You have a fantastic fan in the bathroom, and if you want to pop that on, open and close it, you can do that. Again, this is that slide deal. Now this is where you would download the app. This is the Vega Touch. If you want to download the app and you're within 100 feet of the coach, you could be outside, say you're underneath the awning and it starts getting windy and the wind sensing awning doesn't pick up in time and you're a little worried about it, you can just get on your phone and close it right there. Real nice system. You can also open slides, set this thing up in a heartbeat with that phone. So that's kind of the screen there. And we get into the pantry. Got some really nice full extension, big deep drawers, shallow drawers for your canned goods and what have you. And then underneath your oven, you have, these are your 110 breakers. So any 110 system, if you were to have, it's probably like that shade up there, it's probably a fuse up here, but anyway, if you see one of these breakers, it's like your house at home. You just flip them and you're back in business. You get 2 banks of those, and you've got a nice little fuse bank there for your 12 volt stuff. Oh, get that in there, hold on. We also have some nice drawers here. Here's a lot of your remotes. You got some touch-up paint for this coach too, if you ever needed it. Soft close. And those soft close, it's kind of nice. Not only do they close nice, but they also kind of keep them from rattling as well. Little storage there. And then underneath your sink, you've got access to your plumbing. Nice little wastebasket cut out. You can see all that in there. A little bit more storage right there. Moving on back. Got a nice Samsung residential fridge with locks on both sides. So as you travel in travel mode, you want to keep those locked. But look at how much space you have in this guy. Just a gorgeous residential fridge. Stainless steel. The nice ice maker. And plenty of storage down there. We do offer outdoor freezer refrigerators that you can install on one of these. We can do that in our shop before delivery if you wanted more storage. But this is a nice deep over the fridge cabinet. I might need a stool to get back there, it's so deep, but it's just nice extra storage. Coming back here in the midsection, a couple things I'll point out. You do have 2 sets of doors here to kind of make this bunk area its own space for the little guys, as you can see. Now, these bunks are really dynamic. You do have TVs on both sides. Might want to headphone into those guys so they're not fighting over volume, but you do have the day and night shades on both windows. You do have USB chargers, you know you're going to need those. Bunk lights, getting the TV. Now this will completely, I think this one comes out, right? Yeah, this one will come out if you wanted to make this more of a closet. And you have curtains. So this is kind of a dual function. I do believe you do have snaps on here to kind of keep these guys here. want to keep them kind of shut. Underneath this bunk system, we do have a little underdresser. 3 nice little drawers there. Another panel, just like the one in the kitchen here. So if you want to do any kind of, opening and closing of stuff, you can do that right there. This is basically the other door. I'm just going to demonstrate this one. So if you want privacy in your bedroom, you can always just close off, get some shut-eye. Now this bathroom, it's a mid-bath, so it's a little bit, I'll let you take a shot of that, then I'll go in there and show you some stuff. Let's have a neo-angle shower. I'm gonna jump in that shower. I'm 6'1", kind of show you that. The nice thing about the doors, they don't have to swing out, so no room needed there, but I'm 6'1", so I got this nice skylight. I don't feel like I'm hunched down to take a shower. I got this really nice adjustable shower head, nice stainless steel, residential. We do have a porcelain toilet. We've got some storage over that toilet. Here's your fantastic fan. Beautiful lighting in this guy. And you've got medicine cabinet there. Little extra counter space here, a little undermounted sink. A lot of them are doing the vessel sinks, but I kind of like this system a little better. And you got some storage access to your plumbing. Place for some TP if you wanted. And a couple of drawers here. And of course a GFCI for hair dryers and what have you. So that's the bathroom. And we'll come back into the master bedroom. King bed, this one I just unwrapped this. I think when the previous owner bought it, they wrapped it up, put their own mattress in it, and then switched it back. This had the original plastic on I took off before the video, so I don't think this has ever been slept in. You do have a stackable Splendid washer and dryer. That's always nice for those long trips. Now over here, we've got our bed system. It's do have some nice storage above, and again, these hold themselves open while you're loading and unloading, and this kind of angled one doesn't compete with space for this one. So a lot of systems you got to open one or the other. This one you can open them all. Again, put longer items in there if you'd like. Under here, you've got another little multiplex. It's got the like if I wanted to turn the generator off right now before I went to sleep, I could hit it there. We've got reading lights, see on and off, and you can also dim those. And you got a water pump right there if you need to turn on the water pump. Got some MCD shades here. A couple of little kind of shelves for whatever you might need. I don't know if there's a CPAP that could fit on there, but you do have power there with USB. And this one actually has the micro USB in it too. So if you want to go straight like an auto cord into your phone, you can use that there too. Nice little nightstand on this guy. You do have a drawer. I don't know if you can see that, but and a little storage right there, and that goes all the way back to where the wall is, so it's a little deep. And a nice headboard there. Underneath the bed, you're going to see probably one of my favorite parts of this, the way Renegade does things. But we got this little pole here. We can actually hold this open. If I needed to get to my water pump or a low point drain, or even I'm getting ready to winterize this guy, I don't want to dump my water out, I got a 2-inch pipe here. I can pop this up and it's just going to drain these tanks. Now these are two 75-gallon tanks. You have 150 fresh gallons of water in this guy, 75 gallons of gray and 75 gallons of black. So plenty of tank storage, but this is up inside where the furnace is running. So if you wanted to go deep into the fall, early spring, that water is not going to freeze in here as long as you're in here and you got the heating system running. So we like to see that too. Some storage here if you needed it. And we've got the kind of the wardrobe area. This was been opted with the 3 drawers. You can get them both. If you order one, you can get one with 2 kind of closets, but this one has the extra drawers. An option I like. As you see, they're lit when you open them. You've got some storage there. This is another audio video cabinet. You can kind of tell when you see the glass, so your remotes can kind of shoot through and and get to your receivers, your DVD players, your gaming systems. Of course, this one's got the little Samsung TV up there. You also have a nice little drawer underneath there. Here you got a nice little wardrobe closet, and as you notice, it's open up both sides. You can pop this out if you have, you know, coats, longer garments, that kind of thing. You can kind of make that kind of a standing closet. And again, it's lit. So that's our tour of the 40 BBH today. Just a couple of specs I might not have touched on. It's a 360 horsepower, 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. I give you the heights, the tanks. That's about it. So my name is Dean Jones. If you have any other questions or on this coach or anything else we have, please reach out to me. My information is below, but you can always get me at 720-347-7063 on my cell, or text me if you'd like, and we'll see you next time.